Hi everybody, I am Kenya and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to share my spring wish list with you guys. So I feel like spring and summer I don't really shop that much. I feel like spring and summer goes by so quickly that I don't really get a chance to wear the things that I actually purchased for spring and summer. And I feel like I have, you know, everything that I need currently for spring and summer. However, I love to shop. So I do have some things on my wish list, okay? And during the spring and summer is when a lot of the items that I had on my fall and winter wish list starts to go down in price and gets deeply discounted, and that's when I go and pull the trigger and grab those. So during spring and summer I do a lot of getting items that are for fall and winter, and I still have my eye on a few things that were for my fall and winter wish list that I do plan to pick up this spring and summer, of course. Duh. I have my iPad because I have all of like the things that I do plan to pick up for the spring. All right, and I don't really feel like it's a lot of like high-end things. It's really not, because most of the high-ticket items that I want are in fall and winter, not so much spring and summer. So first things first is I want to pick up a couple of like New York Yankees caps, the fitted caps to be specific. Now I have an all black one, but I've had that all black Yankees cap for 10 years, a little over 10 years. She's a little bit tired, so it's time to upgrade, you know, get a new one. So I definitely want to get my hands on an all black Yankees cap, and I also want to get a navy blue Yankees cap. I do wear a lot of navy blue, and so it would be something that would go seamlessly into my wardrobe, and especially on days when my hair is kind of looking a little, I could just throw on a baseball cap and keep it pushing and still look put together. So definitely need some more caps. I feel like overall I just need accessories, period. I need to add more accessories into my wardrobe. Also belts. Now Madewell has some really cute belts. I noticed during the December months when they were having big sales that they had a lot of nice leather belts. Now one of the belts I was interested in would be an all black leather belt with mixed metals, silver and gold on it. I think that would be a great addition to my wardrobe. I do like to mix my metals. Okay, today I didn't, but normally I do. Then they had like this off-white like ivory belts with a gold buckle. That would be so cute for springtime, so I'm interested in getting this one into my wardrobe as well. Okay, so we all love the Bulgari Serpenti watch, right? We love a good Bulgari Serpenti watch. At least I know that I do. Now I just googled the pronunciation of Bulgari, so don't get up in the comments telling me, oh my god, you pronounced it wrong. Nope, I looked it up. But anywho, so the Bulgari Serpenti watch that I liked is almost $17,000. Realistically, Kenya is not buying a $17,000 watch. So we're gonna go with the dude. Just Cavalli has like similar watches they call snake watches, and they're like what, $200. And so I love the style of it, and the one that I was looking at is gold with like an emerald green face, and I don't know, I've just been attracted to a lot of emerald green lately. I don't know, I just love emerald green, and so I think that would look great on my skin, and so that is definitely on my wish list. I haven't bought a watch in like years, and so we need a new watch. Also, Coach, the Coach swinger bag in the color, I believe this is chalk, has been on my wish list for a while. I saw a girl on TikTok with it a couple of years ago, and I thought it was really cute. Nice crossbody purse. It doesn't have any logos on it at all, but then again, my style is more minimalistic, so I just want everything to be plain. But my birthday is this month, February 24th, and I do plan to treat myself to this Coach bag. Now it's still winter, it's Brick City outside, cold. I can hear the wind howling outside of my window as I'm making this video. Even though we are in the dead of winter, I am focused on spring, okay? The purchases I'm making are for spring, and if the things on my fall and winter wish list happen to come, I happen to find them at a deep discounted rate, then I'll pick those up as well, of course. But this month you will see me with this purse, and I'll definitely unbox it when I get it. The Margiela tabbies, right? We love them. I love them. I'm not going to say we. I'm not going to speak for everybody, because somebody is probably like, girl, I do not like Margiela tabbies, but I actually do. And I tried to order a pair last fall, but somehow they got stuck in customs. It was just like a whole lot of I was trying to get the chocolate brown tabby shoes with like a small heel, and they ended up sending them back to Italy, so I didn't get them. But I definitely want them, but I'm not even sure if I even would like the tabby style on me per se. Now I did order the Nike Skims Air Rift collab sneakers, and they're supposed to be delivered in a couple of days. And so we'll see if I even like the tabby style shoes on foot, because I might not even like them after I receive them. And one thing I always told myself is that Kris Jenner and her kids would never get any of my money. The Nike Skims Air Rift collab came up on my social media, and I was just like, ooh. So I went to the Nike website, and $160. I ordered the black satin ones, so I'll show you guys those when I get those too. But anywho, long story short, I come across a website called Woodchuck Sato. Now, a lot of people like the shoes, and then there are some people that are like, no, they're a drop shipping company, and then there's some people saying that they're not a drop shipping company, that they actually custom make them. I don't know what to believe, but I went on their website and I saw that they had some low top tabbies. They have like the cracked black leather ones, which I really liked. They're cow leather tabby ballerina flats, and so no, they're metallic gray. So I'm thinking of either those or the all black ones with the small like 3-centimeter heel for $196.61. Or I saw like these white ones that are $200.62. The white ones are made of cowhide, and I like it. Like, they're ivory. Like, when you look really close and zoom in on it, it's not, they're like kind of cracked. They look a little bit different, but I thought those would be really cute for like spring and summer overall. But I would most likely go with the black ones because it's safe, and I do wear a lot of black. So definitely have my eye on the Woodchuck Sato shoes. And I went down a rabbit hole on TikTok and YouTube watching people review the shoes, and you know, just getting their opinion on the quality of the shoe. All right, next I want to get a couple of Lacoste. Yes, I like Lacoste. I want to get a couple of the polo tops, and I have a Ralph Lauren polo top that is similar. Let me show you. So this is the one that I have. The thing about the Lacoste one that I like is that the logo is the same color as the shirt. And mind you, don't get it twisted, I'm not one of those like quiet luxury girls. Like, oh, this is the old money aesthetic, oh, quiet luxury, this and that. No. This has always been my style since high school, very understated. And I do have a few like designer purses or items that are like logo mania, but I rarely pull for them. Sometimes you just gotta stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to, and you have to stay in your lane. And so my lane is just everything, just let's just keep it plain. So I'm thinking about a brown one and a white one, and I did have like a hunter like forest green one that I also like, because like I said, I have an affinity to darker colors. Even though it's spring, I still want the darker colors. And the white one, I could basically layer it with darker colors. So definitely am interested in the Lacoste polo tops, okay? Also, I was in Ulta 2 days ago. I was trying to book a hair appointment. Yes, at Ulta. I was up in Ulta trying to book me a hair appointment, right? And so I go to the desk and I'm like, is anybody confident in doing black hair? And it was like a white lady, and she seemed offended. Like, what do you mean, are we confident? We are hairstylists. And it's not like I was trying to be rude or anything like that, but I just wanted to see like who was confident. Just because you do hair doesn't mean that you are confident in doing black hair. And so there was this lady in there. She looked a little like Dominican or whatever, and I was like, what's her name? And then she's like, Miriam. And then I noticed her last name was definitely a Dominican last name, and so I took her business card. But do you know that at Ulta getting a silk press cost $102? And then I need a trim. The trim was an extra $57. Now my hair is pretty jacked up. I said in a previous video how I was pretty much anemic. My hemoglobin was a 2 and my hair was thinning extremely bad, like, and it's just really jacked up. Like, I need a really good chop, okay, a really good cut, like, to even it all out. And so I'm like, after all is said and done and I tip, that's kind of expensive. Now I'm not cheap, right, but I am frugal, and there's a difference. Like, I'll pay for the things that I want because I believe in the saying of buy it nice or buy it twice, and I would rather just pay the money to just get something done the right way the first time. But I still think that $160 is a lot for a silk press and a trim. That's just me. I don't know, maybe you girls, you're used to paying that amount, but for me, for Kenya, that's a bit pricey, you know. But I was in Ulta and I smelled 2 fragrances. One of the ladies was like, hey, are you looking for anything in particular? Because I was in a fragrance section. And so she's like, try the Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia scent. And so she sprayed it on a little, you know, the little white thingy. It smelled heavenly. So my birthday is this month, so I'm thinking of going in and getting like one of the smaller bottles just to, you know, to try it on a long-term basis, because I sprayed it in the store but I didn't really wear it on my skin, you know, and it might be different from wearing it just smelling it in the store versus wearing it on your skin. So I want to definitely try that, but I want to get like a smaller bottle, not necessarily like this little sample, the little tube. And also Marc Jacobs Perfect Elixir perfume. I tell you, that perfume smells so good. So either one of the two. And I believe the smallest bottle for the Marc Jacobs Elixir, the 1.60 ounce, was $133. Also, I've started going back to the gym because we gotta get snatched by summer, okay? I'm trying to have body yaddy by summer. And so I need to get like just a couple of workout sets. I'm not trying to go too crazy with the workout sets, but I want to start off with just a couple, you know. I have a washer and dryer downstairs. I can wash my clothes on a weekly basis. And so I don't necessarily need to just go out and buy a lot. And I definitely want to get like some workout sets that are of quality, I guess. And I know that Fabletics has a store at the Garden State Plaza Mall in Paramus, New Jersey. So I might check them out. And also Uniqlo does sell workout attire. I think I did buy some workout, just one workout set, okay, a few years back. And I still have some, I have the yoga pants in my closet. So I'm going to try to go over Uniqlo to see like what I can get. Like just to work out in, maybe just a cotton top, cotton shorts, just something to work out in. Also Solomon sneakers. Now I saw a specific colorway on Farfetch and they're sold out of my size, and I haven't been able to find them on any other website, but I'm still on the hunt. Now I tried to buy a pair of Solomon sneakers, I believe in December, and I normally wear a size US 10 in women's, and everybody was like, oh, these sneakers run slimmer, the QT Whispers, I believe I was looking at, and to size up. Now I did order my true size 10, which was equivalent to a men's 9, and when I got those sneakers, my feet were swimming in them. I mean, they were humongous, ginormous, okay? And so I'm thinking that I would need to get like a women's 9. That's how big they were. Not a 9.5. I would most likely need a 9 in those sneakers. That's how big they were on my foot. So I had to end up sending them back. I got them from the Dover Street Market. So that was a bummer. So I have these glasses that I got in 2021, and it's 2026, and I need to up my prescription. Now I do plan to go to Japan this year, and I hear that you can get glasses in Japan and get the prescription for a really good rate. So I'm thinking, do I wait till the summer to go to Japan? Like, what do I do? So I did see a couple of frames that I was interested in on Farfetch. Now I wanted to get like a pink pair of frames. I don't know, for some reason I've been feeling pink a lot lately, and I feel like pink is very feminine, especially a soft pink. And there were a pair of Marni eyeglasses on Farfetch for about $200, and I really like those, so I've been keeping my eye on those. Those are definitely on my wish list. And also Miu Miu had a pair of frames that I like, but they were like $334. And I noticed that Ray-Ban had the same exact glasses for like $100. So quiet as it's kept, y'all most likely will see me with a Ray-Ban version on, okay? Also, I want to add more scarves to my wardrobe, like just to tie around my purses, or just, you know, around my neck or my hair. Now I was on Anthropologie, and I noticed that they had a lot of scarves, and I have the scarves on my wish list on the Anthropologie website. So definitely want to get my hands on just 2 to 3 scarves for the spring. Also brooches. So I have quite a few brooches on my wish list on the Anthropologie website. Now I'm looking for brooches, you know, love a good brooch. It doesn't necessarily have to be the brooches on my Anthropologie wish list, but if I come across brooches anywhere, it could be the Coach store, it could be at a vintage store, I'm going to be picking them up. So maybe about 2 brooches for the spring. I'll be good with that. 1 to 2. Doesn't even have to be 2. I could just be satisfied with 1. Just 1 new brooch. Also sunglasses. You guys see me in the same like Key Australia aviators, the black ones or the gold ones. It's time to get some new sunglasses. So 12 PM Studios has a pair of gold with the green, I love green, okay, sunglasses, and the style is called London and the color is evergreen. So those are one pair that are definitely on my wish list. And also I just want to get a nice pair of all black cat eye sunglasses. I haven't really seen any that calls to me yet. And I saw that the Saks off Fifth Avenue, they having 70% off on the website right now. I checked today. Just two new pair of sunglasses for spring, I'd be satisfied with. Also, I want to get a Le Pliage Longchamp tote bag. Now, when I go to work, I normally carry my stuff in like one of those free tote bags, and the tote bag I've been carrying my stuff in is getting a little dingy, okay? What I like about the Le Pliage Longchamp tote bag is that it's nylon, it's cloth, and it's lightweight, because I do commute to work and sometimes I have to stand, well, I stand on the platform to wait for the train. There's literally like one chair because of, you know, the city, they're trying to prevent like homeless people from sleeping on the benches. So there's literally nowhere to stand. So if the train is delayed, when you're wearing like those heavy structured bags, it starts to dig into your shoulder, right? And this little shoulder, it can't take all of that, okay? And then sometimes when I get on the train, there are no seats, and so now I'm standing on the train. One reason why those Longchamp Le Pliage totes go triple platinum in major cities, especially like New York, and I saw them a lot when I was in Paris, is because they are very lightweight. I could put my work laptop in there and my work folders, and I don't have to really worry about, you know, it being so heavy on my shoulder. So we need to invest in one of these tote bags. And I was looking at the graphite color, which I really like, so definitely will be getting my hands on one of those. And also the Kai Collective Mita vintage style knitted logo jersey in khaki. Love this jersey. Now they are out of stock, all right? I definitely put myself on a notify me when available list. When you guys get those size smalls back in stock, I will be purchasing. And I believe, yeah, they're $146.
I also want to get I Medusa. I heard this one was really good. Also the Reformatory and Orleans. I plan to read these after the semester ends.
So, and that is all that is on my spring wish list. I don't really think it's like a lot of like expensive, grandiose, over the top things. And I also definitely need to get a new makeup brush set. I haven't bought makeup brushes in a long time, and as I was doing my makeup before this video, I realized like these brushes are kind of old. It's time to get some new makeup brushes. I have a lot of Real Techniques and makeup brushes, and then the Sonia Kashuk ones from the Beauty Guru days when Sonia Kashuk was like all the rage at Target. But I've also heard that the Morphe makeup brushes were really good as well. And so that's it for my spring wish list. Now I also have some things on my wish list, my thrifted wish list, but I will be keeping that to myself. I was just watching a video this morning. I've been up since 8 o'clock this morning, okay? And I'm watching a girl do her thrifted thrift find. So she's like showing us all the things that she has thrifted, and then she shows this like little butter yellow like lace skirt. It was so cute. And she was like, yeah, I was watching such and such a video. So she was watching another creator's video, and she says, yeah, this was on her wish list, this was in her cart, and I bought it. Sorry, girl. Girl, what? And you know when you find things on like the Real or ThredUp or Poshmark, or I love eBay personally, it's like a one of one. You find something and you heart it or you save it. It's a great price. It's your perfect size. You plan to pull the trigger and buy it in a week or two, but you done showed the internet, and then the folks that you showing are like, yeah, let me go ahead and grab that up, and then you go back to go purchase it and it's gone. So yeah, because I was going to make a thrifted wish list, and then as I was like getting all the screenshots on my iPad, I was watching like YouTube videos. I saw that. I said, oh, y'all know, they'll just have to see it when I purchase it, all right? But yes, that is it for my spring wish list. What is on your spring wish list? Like, what do you plan to purchase? Let me know in the comments. And if you've made it this far into the video, I would like to thank you for watching. You did not have to click on my video today. Thank you for coming to kick it with me, and I will see you guys in my next YouTube video.